A 30-year-old man will not take his girlfriend of 28-year-old girlfriend to see Peter Porker and Spider-Ham. Hello and welcome to Tidbit Cast. I am Colm. This is
Gary.
And that is
David.
Here at Tidbit, we all bring topics, all of the hosts bring topics, and we all discuss them, and we have our opinions, and we all share our opinions. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about David's topic.
We are. We just watched the 2 trailers for the new animated Spider-Man film, Into the Spider-Verse. I want to talk a little bit about that, but also, is there a new market for animated superhero films, do you think? With big cinema releases like this. Gary, you seem very intrigued. What did you think about the trailers you just watched there?
The trailer, I like them. I like the idea of having the stop motion style because I think it's a really cool style that is kind of underused in a lot of animated films.
It's very comic book kind of influenced.
Yeah.
It's a bit jarring at the start, because you feel like you're missing frames.
It can be, yeah.
It's not stop motion, really.
No, but they went for that. I felt like, oh, is this video stuttering?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is, because you see in some stuff very soon, and also they're doing that so they can integrate other styles with it. Like, for example, the pig.
Spider-Ham,
who's in it, which is obviously a more smoother art style.
But don't let anyone know his secret identity. Peter Porker.
What?
Peter Porker.
Peter Porker.
That's his name.
What's his name? His real name is Peter Porker.
Yeah.
I know that guy!
He lives down the road.
I ate that guy!
It's a talking pig, how did I not notice? I always thought it was too short.
So, Colin, what did you think of the trailers?
Was waiting for me.
You were speaking.
You're in the middle of something.
Was I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
You have killed this podcast. You've killed it. I thought it was actually it was alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't hyped for it. I wasn't going like, man, I gotta go see that film.
I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
It's a new, just a new thing.
It's Miles Morales.
Yeah. But they haven't done any proper, animated films like this with a wide release, you know? I feel like this will lead to a lot more things.
Yeah.
Whether it's from Sony or if Marvel try to do their own things now, you know?
Yeah, because we've had them before, but usually these things go straight to DVD.
Yeah, exactly.
Like any of them, even the big DC ones, which seems to be the bigger animated ones, because obviously stuff like the Batman series Teen Titans, like Batman, what was it, Batman... The one that had...
Beyond.
The Mask of Phantasm.
Yeah, with a lot of the bigger animated superhero films are usually DC.
Yeah.
So it's nice that Marvel are kind of getting into it.
Well, this is Sony, really.
This is Sony?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. But yeah, it'll be... Because Marvel didn't really get into it.
Yeah, but I think this might lead to them and even DC doing more animated stuff, you know?
Yeah, and also experimenting with the 3D style.
Yeah.
Because usually all of these are 2D.
They are, yeah.
All these animated superhero films, because it's easier to make them that way, and... Yeah.
This is basically like watching Marvel or Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man. Because, the Ultimate Spider-Man was really heavily cel-shaded.
Yeah, it's different art style. It's not the same, really.
Yeah.
It's along those lines.
But, the fact is, I think Spider-Man lends itself well to that style, but I can't imagine... There are certain things I can't imagine in that style.
Like what?
I can't imagine the Punisher in that style. There are certain things that need a bit of realism.
Yeah,
but,
Punisher needs more angles.
I think I could imagine Fantastic Four in that style. That'd be very cool.
Yeah. Anything that seems kind of more friendly.
Yeah, a bit
or appealing.
What, childish?
No.
Not childish.
No. Colm. For example, or anything that's too smooth. For example, Superman is flying, but Spider-Man is so jerky, and so it lends itself to him because he's always zipping around, so he could be going in a smooth motion, and then so he just spray his way to the left and just zip over there. So it lends itself to being kind of jerky, which Yeah, I think it suits the art style.
Think it would suit Batman?
Batman.
I think it could.
Maybe, yeah.
I think highly stylized, yes.
Yeah.
But if it's
Well, in fairness, Batman suits every
Yeah.
style, because Batman. Basically he's transferable to anything. He could be put in feudal Japan.
I don't no,
Ninja
I
Batman.
don't think pop art will work.
No. Well, he wouldn't do great as a
Or a
little
bubble.
as a bobblehead. No.
The only big release we've had like this was the Teen Titans Go movie in the last recent years. But that was obviously geared more towards children.
Yeah.
I feel like...
Critical and commercial success.
I know, yeah.
Well,
This-
it looked like what's that film called?
Which film?
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
I haven't seen it.
Ah, you'd know it if you saw it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's nice.
It looks like Up as well.
It's nice. It's good. Cloud with Chances of Meatballs is a very inventive film.
Yeah, but it looks like that.
Yeah.
And it also looks like How to Train Your Dragon, but like in a super stylized way.
Yeah.
They're a different style of 3D though.
Yeah, but it looks like it.
Kind of, yeah.
More than it looks 2D anyway.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but it's neither.
Do you think this will be a success?
No.
Don't think so?
I think this will be a success.
I think it will.
I think I like the idea of them experimenting with stuff and doing something interesting. Because if they do the same Spider-Man film for the next one, it's going to be really fucking annoying. Because it means that the live action will not be as interesting as what is considered not the, of course not the big money earner, but it would mean that this would be a more interesting film.
And it's a good story to pick. Like, it's not one I thought they would pick. Because it's one you need to know kind of a bit about the universe already to jump into it.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will integrate it for new fans. But I feel like the Spider-Verse story, is kind of a very big, expansive story, you know?
Not really. I mean,
Do you think so?
I need to know is that there are countless other dimensions where there are different people as
But if
Spider-Man.
you didn't know any Spider-Man stuff, they try to have films where newcomers can jump in, you know?
But they always start Spider-Man off at the same point. Always. They've always started him off just after leaving or just in the middle of school. They always
Well,
start
Miles
with
is
the origin.
14 or 15.
They always start with the origin of Spider-Man, and that's kind of their downfall. And they always have to do that with Batman as well.
Yeah.
They always have to establish that his parents were killed in every film. He's like, even in like sequels, you'll see it'll always reference it fairly early on in the film. And it's one of those things. It's kind of a crutch, you know, that they have to reference it. And in this one, they've completely skipped that. They've gone to the second Spider-Man, which is obviously
Miles
Morales.
Well, there's a lot of Spider-Man, but yeah.
But like
The ultimate
he's the
Spider-Man.
second like known one that isn't just a clone of
Peter.
Peter Parker
Yeah.
or Ben Reilly, but they're kind of skipping that, so they're giving this new take because we have seen every single way for this to go out for Peter Parker. So it's kind of nice to actually see. Oh, there was another Spider-Man. Oh, okay, I'm open to the idea of there's loads of Spider-Man. That's
And also Peter Parker is not a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like in his, 30s, maybe 40s there?
Yeah,
is he?
he's wearing sweatpants.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Young people
just
wear them, but yeah.
Just because you wear sweatpants.
No, I know.
Oh yeah, I know that, but he's just more comfortable.
Do you know who's voicing Spider-Man Noir?
No.
Nicolas Cage.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's weird.
It's really weird, but like, his
Hello.
voice sounded good there, yeah.
Waiting for him to get back into the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
As Ghost Rider. Yeah. Apparently Ghost Rider was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
What?
That whole season with Ghost Rider in it.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think it was Nicolas Cage.
No, I don't think so.
But
But yeah, so Ghost Rider's in the MCU then?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah.
No, it's actually confirmed, like, you know.
he's
So
in
waiting for Galactus.
Galactus.
Yeah.
He had his chance.
Don't Fox own that? Well,
Yeah, they do.
but Marvel own Fox now.
Yeah.
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 So they do own them, but they're probably. Oh, I don't know how you could ever get. It's completely off topic, but I don't know how you can recover the Fantastic Four.
They can do it.
They have to be. They have to feature in someone else's film first.
Yeah.
There's no other way. Like. There's absolutely no other way. that I can
What
think of.
animated film would we like to see come after this?
Well,
Like a big release of an animated film.
In Marvel. That's
Marvel or
as a
DC?
superhero.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah?
Yeah, I know it's already come out and it's already actually really good. because Batman is voiced by RoboCop.
Yeah.
But like, that's pretty cool though, isn't it?
What?
Have you ever seen RoboCop?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's voiced by the same guy who does RoboCop.
So
he has a really cool.
Oh my.
I would like to see. I think something like Pain.
Pain.
From
Naruto?
Naruto?
No, Pain from the Marvel Universe.
I don't know who that is.
I know him from the games. He's a very he's not an original character games. He's in the comics. Kind of what it is, but the thing is that how he activates his powers. He has kinetic powers, and how he activates them is basically through pain. And so the thing is, he has his spikes all over him. His helmet has needles on the inside. He's just such
That sounds familiar.
He's a very dark character, and you
Yeah.
can play him in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, and he's a very interesting character. He's just such a dark character. I'd love to see a film.
Never heard of him.
No,
I'd love to see
I
a
feel like
film.
I have, but
I'd love to see a film with him. Just because I just thought of him now when you said who
Yeah.
would you like to see, and I
would
thought
animated suit him, do you think?
I think that's how it would suit him.
Yeah.
If they had the colors be more blues
Yeah.
rather than reds, and if they had more like blues and yeah, I think
Jazz and blues.
I'd like
I
Static
think
Shock.
you could lend it to it. Ooh,
Static Shock. I think with that style would be really cool.
yeah.
Actually, yeah, he actually resuited.
Yeah.
He has old cartoon, and he was kind of forgotten about after that.
He was, yeah. He's in Young Justice, but it's not the same.
Yeah,
There's different origins and all.
he's basically Black Lightning.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh.
He's Black Lightning, because they have the same powers.
I'm
They don't really actually.
I'm looking forward to seeing what they do after this. Like, will they just have a Miles film then, or what?
Or
do
will they
something
have
with
a
him?
film? Will they have a film?
I'd say they'll get another film after this.
Do you think so?
I'd say it will do well.
I'm really pessimistic about it.
Really, yeah?
I think they'll do okay, but then nothing will come of it.
I think this will be Sony's best thing in a while.
Yeah.
I definitely think it will be.
Oh, it probably will be. It doesn't
And
mean
they'll jump on it if it is, like, you know?
Unfortunately, that doesn't mean it'll be successful.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see to find out whether it's going to be good or not.
But if it is in any way, they will definitely capitalise on it.
Of course,
Because they need something.
money is money.
Yeah. But I do wonder if they will continue the Spider-Verse or just Miles alone stories. Because this will introduce us to him,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't know. I don't know if it'll. I'm really pessimistic about it. I'm always pessimistic about animated films doing
Why?
well.
Why is that?
Because parents aren't willing to, generally speaking, take a risk on them. 'Cause they'll take their child to the film. The
Yeah.
child's obviously not paying like the normal admission. Like adults, generally speaking, won't go to animated films.
No, that's true.
Like a 30-year-old man will not take his girlfriend of 28-year-old girlfriend to see Peter Porker and Spider-Ham.
I know I would.
Realistically, like
Yeah.
unless they're people who genuinely who enjoy not just the movies but enjoy the comics, I think it's a bit of a stretch.
Do you think so?
Yeah, because people who enjoy the comics, obviously they're on board from day
Yeah.
one. They were always going to see this film even if it was bad because they want to say how bad it is because they have an opinion. But people who just see the movies will say, well, that's not part of the stuff I've been watching, the Marvel stuff I've been watching. I don't know if I'd bother with it. It's a cartoon. Isn't that a bit childish? I don't know. And yet it's hypocritical because you're
Yeah.
watching superheroes.
Very.
But, you know, I don't know. I'm just pessimistic.
There's some so far there has been like an easing in for a lot of people in the Western world.
Yeah. Like, obviously, like, adults in Asia love cartoons.
Yeah,
And it's completely normalized. Like, it is not a shameful thing. But over here, I hope it does well. I hope it does well. But
Me too.
I'm not expecting it to. And I'd happily be proven wrong. Like, I'm not gonna be kicking myself if I'm wrong. I'll be happy if I'm wrong. I'm just pessimistic.
So, to summarise, I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's really good. Gary?
Yeah, I'd like them to try more new shit because Marvel hasn't really done a lot of really, really new stuff in a while. It's understandable to be like, oh, they put all these things together, but we knew they were doing this since like 2000 and late 2000s. when they're doing it. So it's kind of been like, oh, they're eventually going to get to this point about 10 years ago. So I'm glad. I know that's Marvel, but I mean like superheroes or that kind of thing in general, that it's usually taken the one way. They all, you know, bad things happen, the characters come together, at the end, they all defeat the bad guy. Done. That's usually how they all are. And then they just kind of change what kind of, like, is this more adventure, is this more comedy, is this more blah, and then just put a different character in. And they can just mix and match.
Ooh, quick question. I just thought of it.
So I like the idea of just changing style.
Yeah.
Do you think there could ever be a horror superhero film?
Yes.
New Mutants.
What?
New Mutants.
Yeah, there's also potential to do it, but nobody wants to do it because they're more bankable in another way, because superheroes are seen as more of a family-friendly thing.
But like, can you imagine Marvel doing like a horror?
Colm, do you not know about New Mutants now?
No.
It's a film that's been coming out for the last like 3 years. Fox have made it, but we don't know if it's coming out now because Marvel have bought them. They've made a horror X-Men film pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah, they could easily do a body horror film with Pain.
I'd say there's a market there.
Yeah, there's a market there. The only thing is that are they going to do that?
Well, I suppose they have there is a precedent for it with Unbreakable. And you know,
Because it's Marvel.
Split.
Yeah, because it's Marvel, so why would...
Marvel's for kids.
Marvel's for kids. Ah!
Colin, what are your last thoughts on it?
I hope it does well, but I
Yeah.
don't think it will. I really do. I hope it does well, but I don't think it will.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. We're wrapped up. So, guys, I have been Colm. This has been
David.
And of course,
Gary.
So, obviously, you are listening to us on some sort of device, and we do appreciate that. But you can also follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and we're on YouTube as well. Chances are you're not listening to us on that, but we would appreciate if you do like and subscribe to us on that, so we can put out new content quicker and faster and better and stronger. So, how do you think the film will do? Are you excited for the film? Would you like to see the film? Or are you like me and just so pessimistic and miserable? Goodbye!
Bye.
Have a lovely time.
Have a good night.